Hello, Pre-Algebra. Mr. Bulger coming at you with part 2 of quiz 12.5, 12.6. A lot of you asked for a second review. This is tough stuff, not going to lie, so I'm happy to give it. I know it was due last Friday. If some of you didn't turn it in completed, that should be okay. Just make sure that I get it in hopefully before Wednesday when we have our Zoom meeting. Okay, I am going to go over each of these. Some, even the ones that I've already done, I'll go over them again. Okay, number 1. Which of the following describes two congruent figures? Okay, so again, the operative word, the word that we need to focus on is congruent. I need a different pencil because that one is janky. Okay, here we go. Dinosaurs. Okay, again, congruent is the operative word. So we're looking basically for the definition of congruent. Yes, congruent figures have the same shape. Oh, but they also have the same size. So it's not A. Now they have the same size, but not necessarily the same shape. No, that doesn't make sense. Same size and shape. C is the answer. Okay. All right. So number 2, assuming the two parallelograms below are similar. So similar is the same shape. This is similar. Same shape, different size. So these guys are similar, and we need to find x. So again, I'm going to set up a proportion, right? This is a proportion. It's a ratio, rather two ratios that are set equal to each other. And I'm going to solve for x. So I need to keep them in order. I need to keep it organized. So in this case, I have this top line on top, this side line on the bottom. So 4 over 3 equals my top line over my side line, x over 12. Now, a few different ways I could go about this. I could simplify, but I'm just going to cross multiply. That's going to give me 4 times 12 is 48 equals 3x. To solve for x, I need to divide by 3. What I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other. 48 divided by 3, I know, is 16. Okay. All right, number 3. Again, I'll go over it one more time. So I've got two different triangles. This means that they're similar. Similar means they have the same shape and the same angles. So similar also means they have the same angles. That's what's implied by saying same shape. We also know that every triangle has 180 degrees. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for this guy, which I know is congruent to this guy, angle W. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm applying my same angle, angle U, to angle O. 65 plus 55 is 120. Oh, yeah, that should be 120. And then I'm subtracting it there to find my last angle. 180 again is sum of 3 angles. Oh, that should be angles in every triangle. That's where I get 180. 180 minus the other two angles to get the last one is 60 degrees. Okay. Numero quattro. If these two rectangles are similar, what's the perimeter of the larger rectangle? This is a good one. Okay, so a few things I need to figure out. One, I need to figure out x. Now, because it's a rectangle, I know that this side is going to be the same as this side, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in. I also know that this side is going to equal that side, so I'm just going to fill that in as well. Same here and here, right? Rectangles have the opposite sides are equal or congruent. Okay, first thing that I need to do is I need to solve for x. What I'm going to do is, like I did up in number 2, I'm going to set up a proportion. Okay, I'm going to put 5 over x. So in the other triangle, I need to put the corresponding side in the same position. So 3 over 6. Okay, I'll cross multiply again. 3x equals 30 divided by 3. And I'll get that x equals 10. Okay, so x equals 10. But is that what I'm looking for? Nope. Looking for the perimeter. 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5 is 30. Perimeter equals 30. Okay. Now, some of you were asking about these two again. Double check the notes for 12.6 so you could find the special right triangles. There might be some videos online. I'll see if I could add any more. And then, so check these out. Make sure that you've got those taken care of. And again, it's ratios. So we know the relationship between these sides because we know the ratio of 30, 60, 90 triangles, or in this case, 45, 45, 90 triangles. I know even here that A is going to equal 4 because the length of this line is equal to this line. Okay. Moving on to the back side. So it looks like I only answered one of these. Now, again, number 7. This, again, I'm given 30 degrees and 90. So I know, because all triangles have 180 degrees, that this last angle is 60 degrees. And I know the relationship for 30, 60, 90 triangles. "30, 60, 90 triangles are A root 3, and 2A. I'm sorry, other way around. Uh, 2A and A root 3. That's A times the square root of 3. So in this case, 4 is my A. So C is going to equal 2 times A. So C equals, I know there's a lot of variables, but that's why we just got to, they're pretty consistent, so it's easy to follow along. C times 2A, well, I could substitute my value for A. So 2 times 4, C will equal 8. Moving on for D. Okay, so find D. D is the whole length. So A is 2x. Looks like I already answered that for us. Okay, cool. moving on. Wait a second. I don't know if I did that right. I think this is supposed to be 2a. And this is supposed to be a root 3. I'm pretty sure I did this wrong. Whoopsies. Okay, so I'm going to go over it again for us just because correction is important for the upcoming test. X is going to be a times the square root of 3. Therefore, and D is going to be 2 times, right? Because I've won 2 of these, 2 times the square root of 3. Okay, therefore, X is going to equal, A is 2, so 2 times the square root of 3. 2 times the square root of 3. And therefore, D equals 2 times the square root of 3 is going to be 2 times 2 the square root of 3, which is 4 root 3. There we go. That's a lot better. So D equals 4 root 3. Okay, perimeter of the rectangle. Again, 30, 60, 90 triangles. Oh, yeah. My width is, okay. So this is 30 degrees opens to A. 60 degrees opens to B, and my 90 degrees opens to C. Well, if C equals 4 in a 30, 60, 90 triangle, this is 2 times A. Therefore, A equals 2. 2 times what equals 4? 2 times 2 equals 4. So therefore, I know that my W equals 2, and my length equals 2 times the square root of 3. But I need to find the perimeter, so I know perimeter equals length plus width, or 2 times my length plus, there should be plus 2 times my width. Well, my width equals 2, so plus 2 times 2. And my length equals 2 root 3, 2 times 2 root 3. Therefore, my perimeter, 2 times 2 root 3 is 4 root 3, plus 2 times 2 is 4. So 4 root, and because I've got the square root of 3, I can't add these together, so my perimeter is 4 root 3 plus 4. Okay. In the other video, I showed you how I solved for C. It's quite the process. But again, it's just knowing my ratios. Forgive me for getting 8 wrong the last time, but this is the correct ratios. Even I make mistakes. Hope this helped. Love you guys.